Hi guys, welcome to Crypto B101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment in general. In yesterday, I told you guys you shouldn't get into the market because I believe the market that was a bull trap and probably we're going to see the market fall off. But now, looking at the chart, another thing is kind of playing out, and now is giving us a concern if we should hold on to the trade or we should close it. We're going to look at that and check some stuff that are making the market move up and down on today's show, so you do not want to miss that. um, and also I'm going to look at the market watch and analyze the charts again to tell you where you need to get into the market, or probably you just need to hold on to the trade we got yesterday, because if you follow the trade yesterday, I gave you a good signal. Right now I believe you should be in massive profit. Depends on the lot size you're buying. All right, welcome to the show again. My name is Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, and this is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. And on today's show, I'm still going to be talking about the chart because we're having a time in the crypto space whereby some people believe it's time for bull run and some people still believe it's still going to be a bear market. We saw JP Morgan coming out yesterday saying there's still possibility, or with their own research, they believe Bitcoin is still going to go as low as 5,000. And we all know in the crypto community, everybody has been hoping or believing, yes, Bitcoin will go low, but we're thinking it's going to be 10,000. But now, yesterday, them saying it's going to go down to 5,000 is bringing another twist in the game. But all of these, I've always told you, you do not need to panic, or you do not even need to follow whatever anyone is saying. We've seen so much people giving how am I going to call it? Giving, saying we're going to 70,000 and we never got there. And we've seen people saying we're going to 8,000 and we went to 70,000. So either ways, some people will be right while some will be wrong and stuff like that. And that is where all this fraud and everything comes in. But when it comes to trading, like a trader, like I'm a native trader, and I make use of my charts, even though I collect data talking about the fundamental and stuff like that. But I make use of my chart to demand, or to now, how am I going to put it? To channel what is going to happen with the data that comes out of the market, and I use that to place my trade. And that's what this show is all about, because we like to spend some time, look at the data, and at the same time check the chart, then come out here and tell you guys you need to buy, you don't need to buy. Forget about whatever anyone is saying. Elon Musk made an announcement that payment with Twitter is going to be via crypto and all of that. And a lot of people started shouting bullish, bullish, bullish. Elon Musk, just say you're going to buy Bitcoin and we're going to say another bull run. But even with that, we saw BTC dropping for about how many percentage yesterday? Let me show you. We saw BTC dropping, excuse me. We saw BTC dropping for about, I think, 3% yesterday. You see, so whatever that is going on, the market does not validate what's happening on the chart. Chart is where you see the action. Action means that there is a news that comes out, the reaction of the people, the reaction of the investors, and you and I, retail traders, will reflect on the chart. So now there might be news that, oh, Elon Musk says crypto will be blah, 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 and nobody is even willing to buy through it. But you now, because you heard the news, you jump into the market. You understand? Because if everyone is buying, you're going to see it on the chart. And if everyone is not buying, you're still going to find out on the chart. So I believe the chart is your friend, and the fundamental analysis talking about the economic calendar and the news, or whatever fraud that is out there, or thoughts that are out there, you need to just take them, understand them, have the knowledge about them. Now come to your chart to now do your own normal analysis, then see if truly, if they say this is what this guy say, is it affecting the market? If it's not affecting the market, you stick to the plan on the chart. If it's affecting the market, yes, you can say, oh, okay, I can see a lot of people are responding to what is going on. Let me see if we're going to see a structure. I'm going to see an order block. I'm going to see some confluences that would now make you say, okay, yes, I need to buy this asset, or I need to get into the market. Then you can do that. But just because you hear news and stuff like that, you jump into the market. There was a tweet yesterday. Let me show you. There was this guy, I think it's some OG on Twitter as well. Then I tweet saying this is a bull run and stuff like that. And imagine it's got so much follower. But I replied and I told him, no, this is not a continuation of a bull trend. It definitely is going to even calm down. But let me show you the tweet. You can see this guy. Oh, sorry, this guy tweeted. I told him, I told you earlier that it's going to be a sell. But that's not the tweet I want to show you. I want to, okay, is this guy. He said, who is excited to get back to a bull market? When you say something like that, a lot of people think it's bull run. Everyone will jump onto the market and start buying. Imagine. And you can see, I don't know how much follower he's got, more than 100K followers. But I told him, I said, no, BTC is about to drop. This ain't a bull market. It's a bull trap 100%. So much other block are down there to be mitigated. Therefore, or for it to confirm that we're going to have a bull market. And when you look at the chart, exactly, how am I going to say it? What I said, it will play out, you understand? You can see it. If you look at the chart, this is where it says it's going to be a bull market. But before you knew, the market was around this point. You get what I'm trying to say? And let me go to the chart clearly so I can show you. See it right here. Can you see it? Excuse me. Can you see it? Now the market keeps dropping. And when you have market dropping like this, yes, there's something I'm going to share with you on the analysis chart today where it's going to give us a verdict on what is going to happen with this chart. But at the same time, I'm just showing you that sometimes you do not need to buy all these ideas of these influencers, because I can tell you categorically that most of them, or a lot of them, are not even native traders. They were just lucky. Probably they had some money when Bitcoin was very cheap. They bought it, now skyrocketed, they make some money in them. But being a native trader is you've passed through the traditional market, you've passed through the normal commodity market, they've passed through indices market, cryptocurrency market, and all of that. So you understand how everything works. You understand how trading and everything play out. You understand. You are not just a guy that get into the market just because he put some money in some shit coin and the market skyrocketed. You understand. And I think that's what we're seeing in the industry. A lot of them are out there that when they even analyzing the chart, sometimes I get angry and say, how could you not see it? You understand? Because how can you be telling people it's a bull run when you can clearly see? Let me show you. Probably you see clearly. Okay, you can even see it on a lower time frame. But let me go to a higher time frame so you get what I'm trying to say before I move on with today's show. You can see right here. You can even see there is a rising wedge. And whenever we have a rising wedge, we all know it's going to be a sell, because that means the close of between the buyer and seller is becoming close, and that's how we have the wedge. And the moment it gets to where it cannot move again, the market has to drop down. You understand? So now we might see it pulling back, probably to come and touch the trend line, but then continue coming down. So how is it a bull market? Rather, it's a bull trap. But having said that, it does not mean that the bull run is not around the corner. I told you the market has bottomed up for a very long period of time, and I'm not saying we're not going to go to 10K, 5K, thereabout. But what I want to tell you, even though we're going to touch 10,000 zone, 12,000 zone, the market might just touch it in a spike, and after touching it in a spike, it's going to recover maybe 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 points back immediately. So there won't even be time for you to say, oh, let me buy or let me sell. Even though if you set your order down, they might not even activate it for you, because it's going to be very, very volatile. Pimping, we've seen it when the market was so volatile. We've seen market drop 20,000 and recover 10,000 immediately the same day. You understand? So we need to be careful, and we need to know what we're doing. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow whatever you're following on your social media handles, but I'm just trying to say, make sure you verify any information they're being given to you, and you use it wisely so you do not lose all your money. We've seen a lot of people losing their money on on NFT, some projects that are not main dominants in the market. We've seen even someone called Big Boy out saying, you were saying SBF is a scam, you too, you're a scam. You've shoot so many projects that made people lose their money. Nobody is arresting you. Then it was like, if you can find a video, I'm going to pay you, blah, 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 blah. And they were able to provide the video. I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say? They were able to provide the video. And now he's saying, okay, the money collected from the project is going to share it to the community or to anybody that lose money in FTX. What about other projects that they didn't come out to tell you? So I'm not saying these people, they don't have their opinion or they don't have a good faith regarding the cryptocurrency, but I'm trying to tell you sometimes they misinformed you guys, and that makes you lose your money. Like myself, I could read something, check something, but I'm going to do my research. I'm a native trader. I'm going to check my chart out. I'm going to see the data. Then I'll use that to validate whatever I need to say. And that's how I've been trading. And that's how I think YouTube needs to do, not just FOMO in because you heard something or being into 4D because someone is saying this and someone is saying that. If you do that, I think it's going to help you a lot. All right, enough of pep talk. Let's get to today's business. We can see right now in the market, the cryptocurrency market is still holding holding 800 billion cap market cap and above for like a month now. We've been maintaining that zone, and I believe it's only when we break below 800 billion US dollars market cap, that's when we're going to see the 12,000, 14,000, 10,000 everyone is waiting for. I'm so sure about that. But for a very long time now, we've been holding above 800 to 850 billion US dollars market cap. And what does that tell us? It shows us that there has been, I don't know how I'm going to put it, there has been a very strong support around that zone, and that's why we'll be able not to break it. But I'm going to analyze the chart for you shortly so you can get what to know. You can see market cap is 853, and on the sister side is close to 900 billion. That's 890. I told you the reason why you have differences in these two uh, website or where we track the coins is because it depends on the coins they put on the market or depend on the coins they're tracking. But overall, it's still going to show the main coins that are active in the market, and it's going to show us whatever amount the market cap looks like. So it shows that we are still above 800 billion market cap, and we can see about 45 billion traded in the last 24 hours, and over here on the sister side we're close to 40,000 traded in the last 24 hours. So now I haven't seen this data. Let's go back to the chart now and now see or check the reason. Sorry about the lines on my chart, but that's how I analyze my market, because inside the structure there's a structure, inside minor structure there's a symmetric triangle, a channel, or ascending triangle, or even a rising wedge or a falling wedge. So that's why you see all this thing, because I use it to understand the market and to understand whatever that's going on in the market, and I use it to make my own decision. So now let's take a look at this. Why have we been bouncing back around this point? Because this is where I'm having a little bit concerned about the market we entered yesterday. I told you short BTC the moment it breaks below. Let me go back quickly so I can get exactly what I told you. See, the market is still there. I told you short BTC the moment we break below 17,285. So if you did that yesterday, definitely you should be making about 3% and about 400 point profit. Now, do we need to close the market or do we need to get out of the market? I am going to tell you, and I'm going to analyze the market to you right now. But first of all, this is what we need to talk about today. Why this resistance so strong? And anytime you have resistance, not resistance, support rather, why this support so strong? Even when you go to the line chart, you see, even on the line chart, it's still the same area on the line chart when you go to the candlestick, it's still the same thing on the candlestick. So it's not going to be, probably it's a spike that we're just seeing the spike around there, but the candlestick is not around there. But both of them are even around that zone. And that shows that place, it's a very huge support. And I'm talking around 16,900, or yeah, 16,900 zone to around 16,800. I know I told you yesterday, the moment we break below 16,850, you can get into the market, but we're not there. Excuse me. We're not there yet, you understand? We only touched 16,880. We didn't touch 16,670 or 850 that I told you. And what does that mean? That means we did not break to sell in a higher time frame, but in a lower time frame we broke the structure where I told you should get into the market, and that's why there's about 400 points in profit and about 3% profit. But now, I told you before you can have a confirmation that this is now of a bear market or the market will keep falling, is when the lower time frame build up to form the higher time frame. Then we have a breakout on the higher time frame. Then boom, we know it's a sell. So what are we expecting today? This is what I'm expecting. Let me go back to this. Let me go back to this chart, and I'll show you. You can see around 23rd of November last month, we have a rigid what? A rigid or a strong support. Yeah, a strong support. We failed to break it. We touched it one, two, three. We didn't break it, but later we broke it. And you can see the moment the market came down below that support, we did not come to mitigate that order block. You understand? We just mitigate the order block right here, then the market continue moving back up. Let me show you another one. There's another one right here. I'm going to show you another one right here. So I'm going to now use it to analyze the market for you so you understand what I'm saying. See another one right here. We have strong support right here. We didn't break it here. We didn't break it here. We didn't break it here. But eventually we were able to break it down. And as we break it down, immediately we break it down, we mitigate the order block, then the market start moving. So what does that mean? That means the reason why we're failing to break this zone is because it's a strong support. You understand? And I believe the moment we're able to break this 17K, 16,900, 16,850 down, we might even come down to mitigate this other block around 16.2 I've been talking about for some times. And if we touch it, we might see the market continue moving up. And if that happens, what is that not going to show us? That is not going to give us a good structure in a higher time frame. Let me go to daily charts so you can understand what I'm saying. Sorry, yeah, let me go to daily chart. You can see like this now. So now, if you can break this zone, which is the where we're having, you can even see it in a daily chart. We're just touching it, we're not breaking it. Let's assume we're able to break it. I'm assuming we're going to touch this 16.2. Then we're going to see probably the market appreciate again. Then it's not going to give us a proper movement in a higher time frame that not give us a proper structure, kind of. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, then probably we're going to see 5 to now mitigate this 18K zone, and maybe we'll now see the market bottom out. That's what I'm hoping, or that's what I'm waiting for. But if that is not the case, what are we going to be expecting? We're going to be expecting the market to come down, mitigate the 16.2, do some rally around it, continue and break the 15,400 zone. And if we break that zone, definitely we'll be going to 14K, 12K, if not 10K, everyone has been waiting for. But for today, as a daily trader, as an investor, what do we need to do? This is what I'm waiting for to happen. Let's go to higher time frame, which is 2 hours. You see, now a structure is already formed out in 2 hours. Proper structure has formed out, which I like that. But when you look at the, how am I going to call it, the structure, we have a falling wedge. We're out of the falling wedge. I'm expecting probably we'll see the market pull back to mitigate this zone, which is around 17,300. Or we might not get there, but I'm just saying we might see, because there is an order block right here, but the order block doesn't make sense because it did not break any structure. You can see right here, this order block didn't break any structure. Where do we have order block that even breaks structure? I'm going to say is this one, because look at this. We have this structure here that broke this order block. So now the market might pull back to touch around 17,200 zone. Then if you touch around 17,200 zone, you can see a structure is being formed now where we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm expecting the market to shoot up to form our 5, possibly now touch 17,200. Then continue falling off to now have a proper structure to take us down to 16,200 or even break it. That is what I'm expecting the market to do. Or if possible to even follow our normal structure, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 1. We're expecting these not to break any structure, not to break any structure before it. So now if you fail to break this structure as well, which is 17,122, the market will continue falling off. But what am I trying to say in the essence that if you're in the market, you can still hold your trade as far as you get in around 17,285, because I believe the market will just pull up probably to mitigate the other block around there, which I can see one only here. Then the market will fall off in a lower time frame. But in a higher time frame, we do not have any other block. Let me show you. You can see it. In a higher time frame, no other block here, because if you want to confirm this as our other block, it needs to break here. But it fails to break it. Rather, it comes to touch it. So this is useless for me. What I'll be looking for another market to fall off is to create another other block, maybe up here around the zone. I don't know wherever it's going to form out in the course of today. You understand? So I'm waiting for another other block to play out. Then I'll know that if the market break it, then we have a proper structure. Because right now, don't get me wrong, we can still see Bitcoin shoot up back and break this 17,400 and continue the bull run. Or how am I going to call it? The uptrend. You understand? But I don't think that will happen because this was a massive drop down yesterday. But it was just that I was hoping we're going to break below, let me see. Maybe there's something I normally do as well. Let me share that with you. You see, I'm hoping as we have 1, 2, 3, the fourth hour is going to break it. But we didn't break it. Rather, we are having a small movement around it. But the secret is this market might move a bit, then you're going to see a massive breakout, because when you have a huge or a strong support like this, when the market is about to break it, it's going to move with force. You might see market drop down 500 point, 1,000 point to 2,000 points immediately. It depends. So you need to be careful when you're placing your trade. And that's why I will advise you, you do not need to get out of the market, because this is a good movement. Yes, it's not breaking the support, but at the same time, we are not seeing a structure pulling it back to say it's going to break it. If it's going to break it, definitely we're going to see a structure right here. Let me show you. Yeah, you see, we're going to see a structure right here, but we're not seeing any structure yet. Rather, we have 1, 2, 3, but it didn't break it. Remember, we have this structure in the lower time frame that now push this thing down. So this one counts. And now the market has come to mitigate it. Mitigating it means probably we'll see the market coming down and continue falling off. And the moment that happens, that means we now have a structure in a higher time frame. And what are we going to do? We just keep trailing the movement and continue to pile up the profit till we see a proper structure that shows we need to close our sell, then buy back. So in a nutshell, what I've been saying is we are still in a sell. You do not need to close your sell if you get in nicely. But if you are not in the market yet, this is what you need to do. You can wait, let the market come back to mitigate 17,200. Then you take a shot there. That will be your sell limit. Or this is forming out already. We're having a symmetric triangle. We're having a symmetric triangle forming out already. You see? We're having a symmetric triangle forming out, which we have 1, 2, 3. We're going to have 4 around there. Then probably we're going to have 5 to fake out to touch this point. Then the market will drop down back. So where do you need to get into the market as a short? You need to get into the market if the market come back to test 17,200 as your sell limit, not sell stop. But where do you need to put your sell stop? Your sell stop needs to be below this 16,880 or 16,850 rather that I gave you yesterday. Because I believe if you can come inside this zone and break it, we're going to see the market fall off. So for Bitcoin today or for the trading today, uh, put your sell stop below 16,850 and put your sell limit, don't get me wrong, sell limit at probably 17 to, in case we have this symmetric triangle in a lower time frame breakout to come and mitigate anywhere around there. It's going to put you in, then the market will start falling. But the market is still a sell. But if you're still in the market, I don't expect you to close, because that was a good entry yesterday, 17 to 850. Just leave the market, let the market continue its course. And I think with that, you have gotten what you need to do for the price today. So where do we need to buy in case the market goes wrong? I'm not going to lie to you. Where we need to buy, we need to look at a proper movement in a higher time frame, which is going to be, let's go to 2 hour, because I use 2 hour. Let's go to 2 hour. Let's say, where do you need to buy? You need to buy now if the market is coming here, because we have this formula one, it's forming our two. Where do you need to buy? You need to buy if you break above this 17,120 thereabout, because we're not going to have a structure, but it might not be a proper structure for buy. It might be a structure just to go and mitigate this one, but I don't call this as mitigation. So if you break above 17,200, we have a structure that does something like this, you see, like this, I'm expecting you to buy. But I'm going to update that one on our Discord channel and our Telegram, so you can have the understanding of where you need to get into the market. But I will advise you, the market is still a sell, and I would like you to ride on the sell. If there's any change in the market, definitely we're going to know. There's another block here, but I don't call this other block because it didn't break any structure. So to me, this is useless. I believe we're going to have another other block set out around this zone, which is around 17,200. You can place a sell there or put your short below 16,850. The moment we break below, you know you're going to sell the market, and that's on BTC or on the market analysis today. So let's quickly check Ethereum and see how ETH is doing, since it's the king and the queen of the market. All right, you can see ETH is doing more or less the same. You can see ETH is doing more or less the same. Just like BTC, you can see this is a higher time frame. You get it? And I told you ETH is even giving us a structure already, because we can say this is the spike. The market didn't break it, so now we have one, we have two. We're waiting for it to break 1,236. You understand? So to get into ETH, you still need to wait to break 1,236, and to get to short it and to buy, still the same thing. ETH is still the same, above 1,310. But to short it, it's still below here. But in a lower time frame, I gave you a signal yesterday that if you break that zone, that's where you need to get into the market, which I think it was this one yesterday. It was around 1,290. I told you you can sell or short 1,290, so you get into the market early, and you can say, I believe you're in profit. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting this market to continue falling off, because even looking at the structure, you can see we bounce back here, we're forming a structure, we are failing to break the structure where we bounce back. And anytime you see the market failing to break the structure where it bounced back, the market will continue falling off. So I'm still expecting the market to continue falling off for ETH as well. And I think we don't have much bouncing back around there. We just have a kind of structure here. But what I would say is, you can hold on if you're not in the market already. If you get into the market yesterday, it's fine. You can stick to the trade. Don't close it yet, because the market is still going to fall off more. No financial advice. It's just for educational purpose, and we're just sharing with you. But if you're not in the market already, you can wait. Let it break 1,246 or 1,236 thereabout. Then you can take a short or you take a sell. Where do you need to buy? Where you need to buy Ethereum is if it breaks above 1,310. I am not going to lie to you. That's where you need to buy. But we know we're still having resistance around this point. But I have that strong belief we're going to break below it. But if at any chance we come to retest that zone again and we fail to break it, and we see a structure forming, a buy structure, I think we might want to buy, because that means the market has refused to go below that zone. That's going to be our floor for the future reference, and the market might start appreciating. So that's that on BTC and ETH. talking about the trading today. Now let's take a look at the economic calendar, seeing what could be coming out today in the market. And today we'll be expecting cash rate, or it's out already in Aussie dollar alone. Later tomorrow is when we're not going to be having some important news too in Australian dollar and Canada. So I think we might just see the market ranging around or moving, because there's no much data coming out this week again. And probably on Thursday some news will come out, but on Friday I think we have something else, which is the core PPI. As a price index. We're going to be seeing a month to month and consumer sentiment. This is very important because every Friday is when some weekly trader close their trade, daily trader close their trade, and all of that. And we might see some of those things affecting the market as well. But stick to the show, because we'll definitely be updating you on what will be happening on the show, as this is a daily show. We bring it to your view every day. So these are what we should be looking at, talking about the data in the economic calendar for this week and today rather. But now let's check out what or how the coins are doing. We can see Hay is trending, ANKR is trending, Terra Classic trend, because they've been falling for some amount of percentage in the last 24 hours, and BTC is trading at 17,000 as I'm talking to you right now, and it's been down close to 2% in the last 24 hours, and now 3.2% the last 7 days. And yesterday I told you it's going to fall, so it's not a surprise to me. And now ETH is trading at 1,260, and it's been down close to 3% in the last 24 hours, and about appreciating about 4.5% in the last 7 days. And Dogecoin has been falling off. I told you Dogecoin, don't get into it. I'm expecting Dogecoin to fall. So Dogecoin has been down 3% in the last 24 hours, almost 2% in the last 7 days, talking about falling off, and I believe we're still going to see it more, except we see the king and the queen start pushing the market up. So let's take a look at some coin on the top 100, and you can tell me any coin you want me to look at for you guys. You can comment down in the comment section. We're going to have a look at it, and I promise you I'm going to analyze it for you. But now we have Compound at 101, Osmo at 102, Waves at 103, Infinite at 105, Stepping Stone sitting at 111, and Cardena pushing up back to 118. And you can see a lot of them are now starting to fall off in the last 24 hours, and in the last 7 days they're just getting into it slowly but surely. But you don't need to FOMO in. Stick to the chart analysis, not financial advice, just for educational purpose. Do your own research. Trade with the amount you can afford to lose. Trading is highly risky, and you need to have a vast knowledge in it before you can make money from it. I can tell you that. Forget about the lies they're telling you. You need to know it. And if you don't know it, that's why you need to subscribe to a channel like this, or have a signal channel whereby after do your own research, then you need a validation to confirm whatever you're thinking is right. And at the same time, the decision still depends on you, because you are the owner of your money and you need to make use of it the way you want. But no, on this channel we'll be right more than 99.9%. You can go and check it out, and we're using it as an educational purpose, just to guide you and also to let you make some money for yourself. So those are the coin on the top 100. Let's check out NFT like we always do uh, every day. The top 10 NFT. I mean, we know CryptoPunk, Body Biatch, Mutant Ape are always fighting for top 10. But now let's see if they're still there. We can see CryptoPunk is still at number 1. Pudgy Penguin made it back to number 2. Wow, that is insane. That is insane. Mutant Ape sitting at number 3. Body Ape Chat at number at number 4. Clone X at number 5. Orderly for other side back to top 10 and sitting at number 6. Red Guy at number 7. Azuki still maintaining top 10 at number 8. Doodoo's at number 9. And the Potatoes at number 10. These are top 10 NFT collections. Trading NFT very, very risky. Do your own research. Buy NFT with the amount of money you can afford to lose. We all know NFT has been down for more than 90% this year. Everybody is just waiting for bull market so they can get their money back, and some project will never get back to that spot again. So you just need to take a loss. Not financial advice. I am just sharing what I know with you. All right, that's that on Market Watch. And now let's check what's trending on Twitter before we call it a day today. I know I showed you this guy saying, and you can see even one guy yesterday was saying, this guy was actually saying it's going to be a buy, but the moment he saw this movement, he said, no, I'm closing my long, I'll reevaluate later in the moment. I don't like the current structure. But I said it before I even saw that drop that it's going to be a sell. And that's the difference between this channel and other channel, because here we're going to tell you what we feel or what we believe and what we know is right. It's not financial advice, but it's because we've studied the market and we're used to this pattern. We're used to the chart. We're used to whatever that is playing around in the chat or on the news with the economic calendar and all of that. So we experience and we can use that to teach you and to help you out with your trading uh, career. And speaking of trading career, if you want to learn how to trade, you can go to www.instacashfs.com and apply for free training, and they'll get back to you and train you in batches. So that's that. Let's see what's trending. That's why I'm here. Let's see if we see what's trending. We can see Ethereum is trending, Market Sailor is trending, Crypto News is trending, ApeCoin is trending. We know it's been trending since yesterday. Crypto investment is trending, S Fund is trending, Rect is trending, and a whole lot of them. You might even Azuki is trending, So you might want to check them how cryptocurrency is trending and all of that. Sometimes you need to take a look at the trends to know what is really happening in the market. But on this show, we'll definitely bring the best to you. All right, what is the fear and greed for today? The fear and greed index is sitting at 25. We are now back to extreme fear. And when it's extreme fear, it's time to get ready to accumulate some fun, because I tell you, we're hoping for a retrace to around 16,200 or possibly break down to 15,600, 400. If we fail to break it, then we're going to see a massive movement. Then now, in a higher time frame, talking about daily chart, weekly chart, we're going to see that we're now having a nice structure for bull run. And then maybe I can now start telling you guys, yes, we are now in a bull run, because we've never seen a breakout in a higher time frame, weekly time frame, for some months now. It has been to go back on the break it, go back up, break it, go back up, break. But the first time we're going to have it, that's going to give us a signal that we think our bull run is around the corner. And I tell you, definitely, where a bull run is around the corner, but it might be spike that's going to happen in a split of I don't know, seconds, and you won't even be able to catch it. So you need to start DCA, dollar cost averaging, any asset you want to buy. Be buying it as it's dropping, buy 10%, 10%, 10%. At the end of the day, it's going to be average of the spot of where you accumulate those assets. And when the market start moving, you don't need to panic or be scared of, oh, what's going to happen? I missed ideas like that. Then you're going to lose your money. So it's not financial advice, just for educational purpose. And I believe we are helping you guys on this channel. Subscribe to the channel, like and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Comment down in the comment section. Tell us what you want us to talk about, what you really would like about the show, or what you want us to remove from the show, so we can adjust and help you guys out, because this show is all about you guys. It's all about helping the crypto community, anyone that's really into trading or investment, so we can guide you and be your, I don't know, probably call it guide to in cryptocurrency space or trading in general. So having said that, that's what I have for you today. Shout out to Instacash FX. Uh, Shout out to Instacash FX for sponsoring the show. It's been a good one rolling with them for the past how many months we've started the show now, and slowly but surely the channel is growing, but you can make it become bigger by subscribing to the channel, share the videos, like, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get all this juicy content or all this top-notch chart analysis we're dropping for you on the platform. So shout out to Instacash for the sponsor. If you want to sell your Bitcoin or you want to buy Bitcoin, you want to do anything relating to cryptocurrency, you can contact them on their social media handles at Instacash FX on all social media handles. And I bet you they're fast, reliable, and efficient, and you can count on them because I believe in them as well. All right, that's what I have for you today. BTC is trading at almost 17,000. As I'm closing the show, I'm expecting it to push a bit up, probably mitigate 17,200 like I said, or just form the symmetric triangle, like I said as well, then break out of it. The moment it's breaking out, stick to all what I've said. No financial advice, just for educational purpose. Trade with the amount of money you can afford to lose. Do not forget to use your risk management. Trading is highly risky and you can lose all your hard-earned money in a twinkling of an eye. Imagine the market is worth 800 billion. Do you have 800 billion? You don't. Even the richest man in the world don't have 800 billion. So no matter any amount you think you have, the market can swallow it anytime, any day. That's why you need to use a risk reward management. And if you don't know how to do that, you can go and apply for free training at instacashfs.com and you will be part of people that will have this knowledge and start enjoying the crypto trading and all of that, talking about trading. So that's that. Subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow on another wonderful episode of this great show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we discuss the charts now. We discuss what's going on in the market. We look at the chart analysis, take a look at the market watch, and even analyze the economic calendar with you guys, and bring some tips into the game so you can be a winner just like any or every other person in the crypto space. I still remain myself, Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, until I catch you on another beautiful episode of this great show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we don't gamble it. I'm out.